Hello and welcome to Mythic Mundi, where we journey deep into the fascinating world of global cultures, myths, and the stories that shape them. Today, we're exploring a symbol that for most of the world means very little, but in one of the world's oldest cultures, it carries a weight of profound social significance. We're talking about a simple piece of clothing, a green hat. In many Western cultures, the color green is a symbol of life, nature, and new beginnings. It's the color of environmental movements, the go signal on a traffic light, and in places like Ireland, it's the color of luck. But if you travel to China and offer a man a green hat as a gift, you won't be met with gratitude. You will most likely be met with confusion, offense, or at the very least, extreme awkwardness. Why? Because in modern Chinese culture, to say a man wears a green hat, or 戴绿帽子, is not a statement about his fashion choice. It is a powerful, stinging idiom. It means his wife or partner has been unfaithful to him. This isn't just a mild suggestion, it's a direct and deeply ingrained cultural taboo. The phrase is synonymous with the humiliation a man feels from a partner's indiscretion. As a result, you will almost never see a man in China willingly wear a hat that is solid green. It is a social stigma that has been absorbed so deeply into the culture that it dictates a tangible, real-world avoidance of an otherwise unremarkable object. But how did this happen? How did a specific color and a common accessory merge to create such a potent and specific insult? This isn't just a random superstition. It's a story woven from centuries of social hierarchy, ancient laws, and whispered folklore. The origins of the green hat are murky, with several compelling theories that reach back through Chinese imperial dynasties. Each story paints a picture of a time when clothing wasn't just about style, but was a public declaration of one's place in the world, or in this case, one's shame. In this episode, we will unravel the historical threads that stitched this taboo together. We'll investigate the ancient laws that weaponized the color green, tell the folktale of the unfaithful wife and her signaling device, and explore how this ancient symbol continues to revolve in the digital age. This is the story of the green hat, an emblem of infidelity. To find the roots of the green hat taboo, we must look back hundreds of years to a time when color was not a personal choice, but a rigid social code. In Imperial China, colors were a language. Yellow, for instance, was the imperial color, reserved exclusively for the emperor. Other colors, like purple or red, signaled high rank and good fortune. And then there was green. In the hierarchy of colors, green was often considered a low color. It was associated with the common, the humble, and in some contexts, the peripheral. This association is our first major clue. One of the most widely cited origins comes from the Yuan dynasty, which ruled from 1271 to 1368. During this period, the ruling class implemented strict regulations on dress to visually separate and categorize the populace. According to some historical accounts and scholarly texts, the families of sex workers or courtesans were allegedly forced to wear green headwear, specifically green turbans or hats. This law served as a form of social control and identification. It was a visible marker, forcing individuals and their families to carry the sign of their profession publicly. In this context, a man wearing green headwear was not the one engaging in the profession, but was associated with it through a female family member, a wife, a sister, or a mother. This instantly linked the green headwear to a man's connection with a woman whose fidelity was, by nature of her trade, not exclusive. The green color became a symbol of this association, planting the first seeds of shame. A second and perhaps more narrative origin story comes from the Ming Dynasty, which followed the Yuan Dynasty. This story is a popular piece of folklore, a cautionary tale that spread through the centuries. The story tells of a beautiful wife and her husband, a traveling merchant who was often away from home for stretches of time. During his absences, the wife began a secret relationship with another man, a local cloth seller. To manage their secret meetings, they devised a signal. Whenever her husband was preparing to leave for a business trip, the wife would have a special green hat made. She would have her husband wear it as he departed, signaling to her lover, the cloth seller, that the coast was clear and he could visit. This went on for some time. The husband, oblivious, simply thought his wife was being thoughtful, providing him with a new hat for his journeys. One day, however, the husband returned home earlier than expected. In his haste to go to the local market, he grabbed the most convenient hat available, the green one. He walked through the town, greeting his neighbors, but instead of normal greetings, he was met with strange stares, muffled laughter, and urgent whispers. The entire town, it turns in, knew exactly what the green hat signified. His public appearance in the hat was an unwitting confession of his own wife's infidelity. The cloth seller, seeing the green hat, had told his friends, and the story had spread. The husband, in his innocence, had publicly announced his own humiliation. This story, whether fact or fiction, perfectly captures the essence of the戴绿帽子idiom. It combines all the key elements, the infidelity of the wife, the oblivious husband, and the green hat as the public symbol of his shame. It is likely a combination of these origins, the legal, class-based regulations of the Yuan dynasty, and the vivid, memorable folktales of the Ming that cemented the taboo. The official law made green a color of social stigma, and the folktale gave it a powerful, personal narrative. Together, they forged an idiom so strong that it has survived for over 700 years. Today, the laws of the Yuan dynasty are long gone, and the folktale of the merchant is just that, a story. Yet, the green hat remains one of the most potent symbols in modern Chinese language. The phrase, wearing a green hat, is used widely in daily life, in media, and online. It's a shorthand, a metaphor that everyone understands instantly. It can be a punchline in a comedy, a source of dramatic tension in a film, or a serious accusation in a real-life argument. The taboo itself has also expanded beyond just hats. Giving any green-colored gift to a man can be seen as a faux pas, a subtle and awkward suggestion. A green car, a green jacket, while not as taboo as the hat, can still raise eyebrows or become the subject of a joke among friends. But the 21st century has given this ancient idiom a new life. In the age of the internet, social media, and memes, the green hat has been simplified and modernized. A common phrase used by young people in China today is 被绿了, which literally translates to be greened. It's the passive form of the idiom. It's a slang term used to say, I was cheated on, or he was cheated on. It's faster, punchier, and perfectly suited for text messages and social media captions. You may even see a simple green hat emoji used to imply infidelity. The symbol has become so universally understood within the culture that it requires no further explanation. This evolution shows the incredible power of cultural memory. An ancient social marker has transformed into modern slang, demonstrating how deeply this concept is embedded in the cultural psyche. What does this tell us? It reveals that symbols are not universal. Their power is derived entirely from the shared stories, history, and values of a specific culture. A color that means go in one country can mean infidelity in another. The story of the green hat is a perfect example of this. It's a linguistic curiosity, a historical artifact, and a living piece of culture all in one. It teaches us to be aware of the deep currents of meaning that flow beneath the surface of everyday objects. So while you may love the color green, it's a useful piece of cultural knowledge to perhaps choose a different color for a hat should you ever find yourself picking out a gift for a male friend in China. It's a small gesture that shows a deep understanding and respect for a taboo that was centuries in the making. What other cultural symbols or strange idioms would you like us to explore on Mythic Mundi? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the stories behind our world, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. It truly helps our channel grow. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.